Breaking In is a movie that had a great trailer, and the movie itself is pretty bad.
You are a woman, alone at the mercy of strangers.
What do you want?
We want something in the house.
I will do anything to protect my kids.
Do exactly what I say, or you and your kids will not survive this night. Do you understand? Yo!
So this is kind of like a Mother's Day action film, and it's kind of serving a role that really you don't see it too much. Like so much of the parent action films are about the dad being the hero, and a lot of the single dads, like divorced dads, a lot of these things I like to do, like Taken. And this one is, a mom, and she has to protect her kids and kill these people that are trying to, break it into her house or whatever. And I think that the biggest problem with this movie is that she is much more of a badass in the trailers. In the actual movie, whenever she wins or she kills someone or she knocks someone out, it's almost always luck. And it's not like her being a badass. I wish there was more of her just wrecking these fools, of of murdering these people, and instead it's just she's falls into it all. It's all I wish there was more of her character too, because it's weird. You get at the very beginning of the movie, there's this long intro with a guy that's her dad, running in slow mo while then he's run over by a vehicle and then shot or something. And then that you get now that Gabrielle Union and her two kids are going to his house to try to pack it up so they can sell it, and these people that murdered her dad found out somehow that he has millions of dollars in the safe, and they want to try to break in the safe and get the money. And so now you have a movie. But the funniest thing is that the whole idea is that this cabin, this house he has this really fancy security system, but the security system sucks. It never works right. And the biggest thing is that it never calls the police. It should be a panic button or something. But the robbers a couple times say, "Oh, we have an hour to hook the phone line back up, or they'll be coming." And it's they never really address it though. It seems like there's been a lot more than an hour gone by, and there's never an alert or anything. It's really a crappy security system. But if they act like it's amazing, it's kind of odd. And the relationship between her and the kids is kind of interesting. But again, I wish they would have been a little bit more. It felt like they got into the robbers came a little bit too early. I would have liked them to maybe get a little bit more time just to even to explain, talk about the relationship with the dad. Because you get a little bit of relationship at the beginning, but at a certain point, it's they completely forget that this is her dad's house, and her dad was have this money. They completely forget, or don't even really care about what the plot of the movie is. It's just kind of what these character stories are. It's really kind of bad writing and bad directing and really bad editing too. But the editing is odd. Some other scenes, a lot of times, there's these, they get in this, almost slow-mo, but random slow-mo. And also, scenes, stretch some too much. But the worst editing thing, at a certain point, she gets a gun and, fires it at the bad guy. And then it cuts away, and you see, the children doing stuff. And you cut back, and now she's running away, and the bad guy has a gun and is chasing and shooting at her. And it's what happened? Did they take the gun? Did she drop it? What happened? They cut away from this action scene, I guess. It's just, I don't know if the action scene didn't look good, so they just cut away from it and got to the aftermath. It's just, I was watching the theater, I was like, wait, what? And this, and also there's a lot of times in this movie I laughed aloud in the theater about how stupid it was. And the things that these characters do. And, this is a short movie, but it drags that time. And like when like the fourth or fifth time they switch places with one of them, with the robbers being inside and her being outside, or her being inside and robbers being outside. Like, I was just like, come on, just end. Why isn't this movie ending? And then there's a thing that I found, it'd be so much better if she was a single mom. Like, there's no reason to introduce a husband into this. And for most of the film, he's not there. Like, there's a phone call, and then he pops up at the very end for a short scene that doesn't mean anything. Like, you could rip that out and not change anything about the movie. I think it would make a lot more sense if, like, there's no one to rescue her. Like, she has to do it herself. Like, if she was a single mom, I think it would be a more powerful movie. Gabrielle Union as the mom, she's probably like this, maybe almost saving grace for the film. But the villains, like Billy Burke as like the head guy, he works, but the other characters, they're bad. Like, especially the one guy that like has the tattoos and he's supposed to be like the crazy person. Like, he's just so over the top. He's like in another movie, a different movie. And the whole plot of the film is how they found out like the one guy was dating the dad's assistant, and they found out he had a bunch of money, and he got like his people he went to jail with, and then he got a team together, and one of the teams is like a tech guy, and he has something he can magically put into the safe and open it. Like, it's just so random and poorly written, and the characters are so over the top, but it's weird. It's really poorly done. Yeah, I would not recommend this film. I mean, it is relatively short, so I mean, you could waste some time on it, but if it's later when it's on TV or something. But I mean, I give it like a 4 out of 10, a 4.5 out of 10, or something like that. It's really bad. Like, I mean, during the movie, like, it's some moments that are kind of enjoyable, but it's just surrounded by a lot of really poor filmmaking. I would definitely not recommend it. But thanks for watching. You can check out other review playlists around my head, or subscribe to me over there. And see you next time.